What's up, everybody? It's Wish for Your Master, and it's Friday. So, that means it's. No, I'm not gonna sing that song, but did you hear that they're fighting over that song? Like, Rebecca Black and whatever godforsaken company that created that song are now fighting over it to who has the rights to the worst song in history or something. I don't know. But, yeah, so it's Friday, which means another Netflix Friday. And, this one is a documentary about Camp Leatherneck that was made by National Geographic. And I think most Americans know what Camp Leatherneck is. For those non-Americans and the ones that don't, Camp Leatherneck is basically the biggest Marine base in Afghanistan. It's about a 1,600-acre base, which uh, I don't know exactly what to equate that to as far as something that normal people would know, but it's basically the size of a city. It holds 15,000 people, and it's basically the size of a city. And it was built in 2008, and it's just basically the entire hub of the uh, marine activity, I guess, in what's called the Helmand province of Afghanistan. I guess Afghanistan has provinces similar to the way Canada does, or like the United States has states and that sort of deal. And this documentary honestly wasn't all that interesting, uh, but it was about 50 minutes, and it just showed kind of, I guess, sort of the day-to-day lives of what troops in Afghanistan go through. It What actually made me want to do this commentary and pick this video or this movie over the other ones was it was about a 50-minute video, and by the end of it, it was kind of starting to lose my interest a little bit. And for whatever reason, I like started equating it to Call of Duty because, and that sounds so bad because that's real life and real people are dying and all that, but they were talking a lot about all the sneak attacks and how you rarely ever, if ever, see the enemy, and when you do, they're all dressed just like other civilians, and they're launching rockets from God knows where, and they're using mortar tubes with kitchen timers to launch attacks. And it really started, and the one of the higher ranking guys was talking about how frustrating it was and how cowardly it was and all that. And it kind of made me laugh because I can only, like, I play Call of Duty a lot, or I used to. I don't play Call of Duty all that much anymore, but think about how frustrating those stupid deaths are. The deaths by claymores, the deaths by the asshole with the grenade launcher from across the map, the deaths by the ghost guy just sitting in a corner just waiting, with his claymore planted in front of him. Now imagine if that was real life. Imagine how frustrating it has got to be for those men and women to try and get turned on, sort of, to try and deal with those bullshit tactics, basically, which is I mean, it's what they are when it's real life and death. I mean, guys that play, this game rage enough when they get noob tubed from across the map because danger close is bullshit, or when some asshole, plants his claymore in the middle of nowhere. Well, guess what? That's called an IED in Afghanistan, and it happens every fucking day. Guys just randomly bury, explosive devices in the middle of the road, and, the Humvee or truck or whatever's just moving supplies, and all of a sudden, boom, and now everybody in the Humvee's dead because some asshole decided that that would be a good spot of road to, to plant an explosive device. And I just can't imagine, the frustration uh, that must be felt by those guys when, we're playing a video game and we get frustrated over stupid, needless, pointless deaths. How can they possibly deal with losing, a friend and a colleague to a needless, stupid, pointless death? Not because they got outskilled, not because they got outshot or you know, outplanned or anything, but because they happen to drive over a certain patch of road at a certain time of day. And it was kind of an interesting thought, or at least I thought it was an interesting thought that I had while watching that. As far as my review, my rating of the movie. It was called Camp Leatherneck. It was just it was a National Geographic. I'll put the title or whatever, but it I wouldn't say it's a must watch. This is the first one that I haven't given a must watch. I would almost go it's somewhere between a pass and I think if you have time, if you're bored one day and you have Netflix on your Xbox or whatever, then I would say maybe give it a shot. It's kind of interesting at some points, but for the for the most part, it wasn't the greatest documentary I've ever seen. But jump fail. So yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about as far as the movie. The second thing I want to talk about in this is kind of a letting you guys decide what direction I'm going to take, kind of a venture that I want to go on here. Uh, I'm kind of getting sick of Call of Duty, and I got back into it playing a little Modern Warfare 2 and a little Black Ops and trying to keep it, entertaining and fresh, but it's really kind of wearing on me. So, what I want to do is I'm still going to post Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Friday will be Netflix Friday still, and then either on Monday or Wednesday, I want to post an RPG. And what I want to do is I'm going to let you guys decide which one I play. There's three, well, no, there's four, I guess, that I kind of have it narrowed down to. And one of those is kind of questionable because I'm not sure if it's what I think it is. But the first one is the Fallout series. Now, I've seen a lot of people do, Fallout videos. So I don't know how interested you guys would be in that. I've never played a Fallout game in my life. So I don't know how interested you guys would be in that because a lot of people have done it. I would probably start with Fallout 3. Yeah, guy, just watch me cap the flag. It's okay. I don't need help or anything. I would probably start with Fallout 3. I might jump straight to New Vegas, but I might do Fallout 3. Maybe that's something I'd let you guys decide. The second one is the Mass Effect series. Again, I've played maybe a couple hours of the first one a long time ago. But I don't, I don't really have any experience in the Mass Effect series. I would start with the first one, and I would probably play, all the way through and jump into the second one. The one kind of issue I have with that is I've been thinking about this for about a week now, and last night, up in my sub box, popped XCal is doing a playthrough of Mass Effect 2. So I don't know if you guys, I'm sure a lot of you that are sub to me are also sub to XCal. If you're not, you need to go sub to him. He's better than I am, frankly. But so I don't know if you guys would want to see two Mass Effect playthroughs, even though he'd be playing the second one and I'd be playing the first one. So I don't really know about that. The third option is I would, if I had my way, the RPG that I would play is Final Fantasy VII. But I don't have a PS3 because PSN sucks. No offense, you PlayStation guys, but it just does. So I can't play Final Fantasy VII. But I know there was a Final Fantasy released for both the PlayStation and the Xbox. Now, if that is a Final Fantasy game that is kind of in the old school with the turn-based combat and all that, then I would be totally down to play it. If it's one of those like live combat type things, then I don't really want to play it. But that's also an option. So Final Fantasy, whatever, 12 or 13 or whatever it was that was released for Xbox. And then the final one that I maybe sort of could do, but I'm not really all that hyped for, would be Minecraft. By the way, you can see there, not the highest score in my team, but by far the most caps. 5 caps. The rest of my team had 4 combined. So the last one that I'm kind of, would be Minecraft. I wouldn't do a regular Minecraft playthrough. I would probably do a lot of those like specialty type game things where it'd either be like the quiz, or not the quiz, but like the puzzle type maps, or maybe one of the survival maps, kind of like Munch Gamer's doing. So yeah, guys, let me know down in the comments. Do you want to see Mass Effect, Fallout, Final Fantasy, or some like Minecraft specialty stuff? So thanks, guys. This is Wish for a Master signing out, and hope you